if everybody's supposed to be created in this person's image, how is anybody wrong or a bad person for what they do? I had to go through a lot of people trying to judge me and trying to tell me what I was doing was wrong. And people try to do that when you're on a spiritual path. When what's evil about healing yourself? Like, you keep waiting on some type of God to come here and save you and fix you. Shit, you gonna be dead. What's up guys, it's Mukbang here, back at again with another YouTube video for y'all. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kendall from Wisconsin. I'm 19, I'm fruity, yeah. Just made it to my channel. My channel consists of nothing but spiritual videos, mukbangs, vlogs, but none of the motherfucking video is nothing but leave my vibes, yeah. And today we're back with a motherfucking mukbang. Come on, you're supposed to turn up.
I'm ready to eat.
Eating shit. We ain't ate all fucking day. And first before we start off with eating, wake up! It's the 5th of the month. It's September. Our anniversary, y'all, is at the end of this month. Niggas ain't got no job. We need a job. I'm not mad because I'm still doing my you know what I'm saying, my second job. So, hey, as long as y'all need to pay me, send them checks. So, where them assets at? One day, y'all. Yo, we have 161 subscribers. Turn up. But yeah, today, y'all, we finna eat some spring rolls we made. We got some little spicy, garlicky, you know what I'm saying, lemony, herby, citrusy shrimp going on. Then we got some broccoli straw blend.
Broccoli straw blend.
We got a little blend in there, vegetables and shit, with the spinach and all that shit. And I made my custom dipping sauce over here. Brown sugar, what? Garlic.
Tell them all the ingredients.
Well, yeah. Because y'all know about cooking videos. I'll be putting y'all on, so I can't do that for this one. Y'all just gonna watch me eat. Not just chow down. And today, also, we're gonna be talking about like our spiritual experiences and shit, and how we start our spiritual journey.
Don't forget the rice.
Oh yeah, the rice. That shit was left over from last night when we had Chinese food. So we got our DIY Chinese food. What did we talk about? Where did I start? I started my spiritual journey like, what, going on 4 years now? 3 years? I started my spiritual journey, what the fuck? I made my junior year of high school. I'll say from my personal experience, like, I've always, you know how like Avatar The Last Airbender and shit, like I used to be in the shower like, you know what I'm saying, playing with the water, you know how it comes down and you know, I used to really think I was a waterbender and shit.
When I was younger, I'd be in the tub.
Yeah, in the tub and stuff. So I always believed, like, I don't know, like, we can control the elements and stuff like that. Little stuff like that. And, like, also Liberty, like, Wizard. How do you say that shit? Wizard of Waverly Place. Always, like, believed, like, that was real. Like, I always wanted a wand and stuff like that. Not anything real in a way like, you know, how they showed it on TV, but I knew it was, I don't know, I feel like I just always believed this was real. Just my own conspiracy theories, and I also believe that magic was real since I was little. Hold on, I gotta get this.
I don't know, growing up, I really wasn't into magic or anything, but I love like all the supernatural shows and shit. The Empire Diaries, Twilight, all that shit. You know, Houdini and shit. I never seen it as like real. But in if you watch the Vampire Diaries, Bonnie was my favorite character. She's the witch in there.
Yeah, I always believed in stuff like that. Like, I just knew like there ain't no world. Like, I just knew like life wasn't as plain and boring as like you were like told growing up in school and shit like that.
Yeah.
I always had my personal belief in the back of my head, but also my family's beliefs would kind of like push on mine. That's one thing that would like confuse me, because like I still believe what I believe, but then, you know what I'm saying, like you had to act like, I mean, for me, I feel like I had to act what I believe, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Or like, yeah, I had to believe in what they believe, but like I had to pretend I did because like I really was confused the whole time. But like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh yeah, God, but I never really was like, oh, let me sit down and find out. Like I just was praying just to pray. But it was like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, now lay me down to sleep before I die. How that shit go? Before I wake, some shit. And I don't know, just praying for you. I was just doing that shit because I was told to. Like, yeah,
I wasn't doing it because in front of everybody else. Who the fuck waiting to pray for some food?
Hell yeah, because I'm like, what?
When I was by myself, I would try to fuck down. Mm-hmm. I ain't finna wait, pray to somebody up there.
Right. And another thing I didn't like, which I feel like is low-key hinting at how corrupt Christianity is. Because they say this shit is a TikTok, and everybody do this shit. But why, when you be praying, you be hearing that voice in the back of your head like, fuck God, he ain't real. Y'all don't think that's low-key like demons and evil spirits like trying to portray themselves as God?
I never heard a voice like that, but
I used to hear them voices like, fuck God, fuck, like,
I'll just be angry.
I don't know if it's my subconscious or my, I don't know what the fuck. I would hear that low key sometimes. I'd be like, that's not me. That's not me.
That's not me.
But low key, like, everybody was like, oh, just talk to God, talk to God. Every time I sit down and talk to this motherfucker, where he at? Like, he don't hear shit I be telling him. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like for me personally, like, overall, it was just something like I was told to do. I really didn't have like no connection. I didn't have no type of whatever they're supposed to say. You're supposed to be feeling like the Holy Spirit and all this shit always was around and came into church. I never felt none of that, what they were talking about. And it wasn't in a negative way. It was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I felt like this was just something like people were told. Oh, believe in God, do this, like. And I do believe there are in tune spiritually because they have so much space, but I believe it's the universe. I mean, to me, like, I believe all these things connect together, but I believe Christianity is like they need to really expose the people that like hold to Christianity so bad, like, oh, I know God's real, I talk to God every day, what are you talking about, like,
do you get an answer?
You know what I mean? Do you get an answer for real? Can you really? And then it's like they tell them, oh, don't question what you believe in. But it's like, what do you mean? Like, you should be able to know who you're talking to, why you're talking to them. You should be able to know. He should be able to answer these questions and claim this person is real or this God. You know what I mean? And so, as I've done my research and stuff like that a little over time, because I used to be ignorant like the hell of people like, oh, I don't believe in I don't believe in crystals and zodiac signs and shit. I used to think how like a lot of like people used to think, like in the 3D realm. And so one day, in my junior year, my friends that I met, they took me down to a crystal store because I didn't know shit about it. It was sheepish. And so when I walked in there, it was just like everything that I was talking about. Like for years, I was telling people like I feel energy from people, and they were like, yeah, like you know how like normal. Say normal people, you know, like how everybody be like, oh, energy, like, but they don't be speaking like, I'm finna talk about energy on a 4th dimension level, 5th dimension, like, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual people, real spiritual people, you know. If you know, you know. And like, I knew it was beyond how people just like this energy, you know what I mean? So when I walked in there, I felt everything. I could feel the energy from the crystals, you know, the vibrations. I would feel certain emotions other people would feel that I wouldn't be feeling at that moment. Like, I would feel one different emotion and not get around a person. And like, I would feel like sad, or I'd feel, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's not me, it's them. But I know how to describe it. I didn't know that they were empath gifts around that time. And so, little by little, like, I had different spiritual experiences with people, like, and, you know, I tried to talk to my family about it. And like my aunt, and she was just like, oh, you don't know, you gotta watch what you're doing because you don't know you could be talking to the devil. Like, they would say little negative shit like that, and it's like, okay, but you, like, saying, oh, I'm talking to the devil and shit, but you sound more devilish than what I'm even doing. You know what I mean? The way you're speaking, your delivery, your energy, you know what I mean? And I feel like so many experiences have happened in my life, and it's like, how are you to say, oh, God's supposed to fix it, this person's supposed to do this, you're supposed to have patience, have faith, but it's like, how are you having faith in something you don't even know it's real? I can literally sit here and ask my spirit guide and then to show me, and I can invite them into my presence. They can show me who they are. If everybody so-called believes in the same God, how does, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't, to me, there's no factuals behind it. Like, you know what I'm saying? How does someone pass away and they're just gone? There's only God up there. There's
and
only.
How can he control every single moment, every single second?
Right.
Everybody's life. I don't believe that. It's impossible.
And
that's
just
why we have
about,
spirit guides to help us, you know, individually.
Right. They're your personal guide. There are so many things they can show you about them. They can show you, know what I'm saying? They can help you with. You just have to
tap on your ear.
Yeah, it's not just speaking, you know what I'm saying? They show you angel numbers, all this stuff they try to put on us like, oh, don't believe in that, that's the devil, this and that, 666. When it's like 666, it's not even,
it's an angel.
Right, it's an angel number. It's not even, there's no demonic shit, there's not no satanic shit to it. It's your angels. And I feel like if we were taught more of this stuff growing up and raised upon, you know what I mean? People would really acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? What's around you, really, what's around you. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, a third eye sense. But, like, the chakras connect to different, you know what I'm saying, disorders with people, health issues, and, you know what I'm saying, all your different emotional aspects, spiritual aspects to yourself. Like, spirituality is everything. And once you really, like, tap in, you'll know the fuck I'm talking about. No, when I walked into that spiritual store and everything, I just started learning about everything. Like, I started with, like, the basic chakras, and like I started with, you know, the basic stones like rose quartz, tiger's eye, stuff like that. And then I used to ask questions, and then I used to go home, and that's how I got like my crystal Bible and everything. This is a metaphorical sense for it, but yeah, it's a big book with like hella crystals in there. Like, it tells about like how they were formed, where they come from, the properties, and there's some books you can find, like, they show, like, the vibration number to it. And so many things that align with yourself. Like, I found out my life path number. Oh, my zodiac sign for one, because I didn't even know what zodiac sign I was when I was younger. I didn't know nothing about that. I would just, like, hear little stuff, but, like, I didn't really know what a zodiac sign was. And then, you know what I'm saying, with the moon phases and how the moon works with people's energies and, you know, with females' periods and different stuff, how we're all connected to all the different elements. And you know what I'm saying, when you tap in and really get to know where you come from, who you are, who your ancestors are, your spirit guides, you'll really start to figure out why you're here on this planet. Because people just think that, oh, we're just fucking, the asteroids and shit collided, created Earth, we're just here, working 9 to 5, go home, eat, sleep. When it's more than that. We're here on a destiny. You come in contact with people for a reason. Everyone is on, you know what I'm saying, their own journey. And you really look beyond what is just in front of you. You really tap into, you know what I'm saying, the possibilities are much more. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's all your mindset. Like, people, I think honestly, like, our people before us have, like, trained us to be stuck in, like, this spell because of Christianity. Like, and this shit goes back to slavery time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that kind of crazy how they were only given one book to read, but they said that we couldn't read?
Right. And why would you know, like, during slavery, why would you be praying to the same God that's giving this white people all this power to enslave all the black people? But the black people praying up to the same God, it is like, okay, he haven't answered our prayers for years. Why would he keep you on enslaved to, you know, that makes no sense. Why would he give one race power over another? Right. When he talking about equal rights and like.
And literally, a lot of the slave masters were saying they were doing it because God told them to do it.
Right.
kill us, rape us, beat us and shit, separate us from our families.
Right. So I don't get why black people are so into like this God shit, but it's like y'all need to learn God history, like for real. That just don't add up to me. And I was in church a lot, like growing up. I only liked it because it was like I liked the singing and like we were going a lot of trips. That's the only reason. But time come, Bible class and fucking the sermon come on. I'll be sleeping when the preacher was preaching. I ain't gonna care. I'll be dead. Like, cause first you gotta get up early in the morning. It's from the weekend. We was in school, so you only get 2 days off. Saturday, okay, I'm chilling, vibing. But next day I gotta get up early like I'm going to school. So of course I was slumping that service.
I only went to church a couple times, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Sunday service and shit. I hated it.
Yeah. I only like the singing. Because I can't listen to somebody for a long time just talk.
It's a waste of time. They sit there and wasting your time. And honestly, church is a fucking scam. Because honestly, you go there, everybody just take your money and shit, and you pray to somebody that you could be doing at your own house.
Exactly. Why you want to meet up somewhere? Mm-hmm. They just did that because churches got to pay taxes just like everybody else. They have property tax wherever you go. That's why they collect that money.
True, but why is that the first thing they do when you come in?
Well, mine they collected like towards the end. But either way, they be strategic
in what they do though, because they be like, oh, okay, let us not seem like we just a money scheme. So let them sting with us for a little bit, then get their pockets. Like,
right. Do you think? I don't think it's real, but you know how some churches they be like, oh, come and touch my hand, I can heal you. That shit fake as fuck. Because first of all, the Bible only said Jesus had the powers to heal somebody like that. So now we can do miracles and shit. That makes no sense. If people come all around the world to send this one church for these false beliefs, to witness false shit, like this shit was so staged.
We were supposed to be taught from the beginning that we could heal ourselves. We had different herbs and medicines and stuff that we used to heal our people. Instead, you know what I'm saying? Now people just like, oh, let me take an aspirin. Let me take this. You know what I'm saying? Let me pray about it.
And it's like take this headache away from me.
Right.
And it's like,
and now I don't believe that the Bible has no sense of purpose, because I do believe like the verses in there are very powerful for different spells.
Yeah, it's some truth in there.
Yeah, there's truth in there.
It's written.
Right. It's just written for somebody to know what the fuck it was. It was copied and pasted
from different.
I heard there's like over 7 different like versions of the Bible and shit.
Yeah,
why is there so many versions and shit for one fucking message from people? You know what I mean?
And they all say different shit.
Right. And it's like, at least come factual with the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be teaching somebody. If you want to tell somebody like, hey, you know what I'm saying, go do this because I said this, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be rewarded, you go to heaven and all this shit. You know what I mean? Get your facts straight at least. Because, what I didn't like too is because a lot of Christians be hypocrites. Let's start there.
Hypocrites, fuck.
Like,
even when I was in church, and they be like, oh, if you say you're gonna go to hell.
Right.
In the back of my mind, I did not give a fuck. I was still out late, smoking, drinking. Like, that was not on my conscience. Like, you know, it's like your intuition would tell you, like, okay, what you doing is wrong, let me not. But it's like, I was having a time of my life growing up.
Yeah.
I'll be just how them Christians be. Partying on Saturday, drunk, lit, throwing ass. Well, I wasn't throwing no ass, but, you know, and then at church service the next day. I only went to church because it was fun.
That shit was never fun for me.
I don't know, you probably went to like the straight just church service.
I went to multiple different churches before, but I've never.
My church, we would go like on different trips. We go up to New York. We go skating. We have like game nights. That's the only reason why I like it. But other than that, the actual learning the Bible and like, it just wasn't for me. Mm-hmm. I was just there because it was fun to me. But the actual learning and shit, and that was a sign. It didn't like hinder my soul, you know? didn't resonate in my soul. So I knew, like, okay, this church shit is not for me. Especially when I started, like, understanding myself, like, oh yeah, I'm gay. I was just learning, I'm finna go to hell because I'm gay.
And that shit don't make no sense because if they're supposed to be, if everybody's supposed to be created in this person's image, how is anybody wrong or a bad person for what they do?
Right.
Everybody is a representation of what this person wants you to be like. So it's like, how you going to hell? How you sinning? Everybody's sinning. Everybody do the same fucking shit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Who's better than who? Who's more, close to the God? Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. I'm telling you.
And then it's like, it don't make sense to take, like, you take a piece of crack or some juice to represent his blood and body.
Right.
How demonic does that sound?
That sounds more demonic than
that sounds like some, what's that word? When you eat like another human.
Oh, like cannibalism?
Cannibalism. Why is you representing bread as like his body?
I feel like when I would go to the church, a lot of shit they would do didn't seem right.
It just don't make sense.
It didn't seem right for me. Like, it just didn't seem okay doing a lot of shit, like drinking that fucking cranberry. I don't know, something in me when I would go to church, I didn't want to ever touch that shit. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? You know how they walk up to you and put that little chicken grease on your forehead and shit? Like, what is she talking about? Yeah, they talk about some, it's the holy water. Bitch, this is fucking, like, this shit look like lube.
What makes it holy though? Like, if it's holy, none of us is holy, so how do we have power to
how do y'all make that
water?
shit?
Exactly.
Who's really fucking holy when the pastor over here fucking his granddaughter and shit? Like, they just be doing
altar boys and shit, like, it just don't add up. It don't. That's why I was like, it's time for me to go.
You know how many pastors and shit that be walking around touching on little kids that be going
little
there?
boys. That shit nasty. But y'all call us sick because we like other guys.
Right. When you a grown ass man sleeping with a child, and y'all go off, man shall not lay with man. But what y'all do is okay in the church. That makes no sense. And I don't know. But overall, I just embraced who I am. I had to go through a lot of people trying to judge me and trying to tell me what I was doing was wrong. And people try to do that when you're on a spiritual path. They not even like arguing and shit. It's just like,
cause y'all don't have facts. I have this one Bible that's full of bullshit.
They can only go off what that book tell them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
this nigga he's supposed to come down to earth, rain hellfire and shit. For how long?
Yeah.
Where he at? How worse is the world gonna get before he come down here? That makes no sense.
I don't know. Shit don't add up. And I don't know, because when I look at my tarot cards and stuff too, you know how it has like the Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve. So that's why I do believe the book does connect with some type of truth, because you know what I'm saying.
I heard it come like it's different texts from all different books.
Yeah.
And they put it all in one to brainwash people, to make it sound good. Because the Bible is not in order. Why is it in order? It's telling a story.
Yeah, that's weird.
That shit go from, and how is it an Old Testament and a New Testament? Why would you write two different parts of the Bible if it's all supposed to be perfect?
Yeah.
It don't make sense. Because you got what you call it? In the Old Testament, you got certain commandments, and then the new one, you got new commandments, but it's upgraded. So if it's like,
then I sound a little dark. My commandment.
Right, why I can command to you? I can't even, you can't even show your face to me, but I'm supposed to listen to you? That makes no sense.
These motherfuckers be trying to tell you so bad what you're doing wrong. But it's like, who really even fucking knew Jesus? Who knew Jesus?
It probably was somebody that was like had like powers like that, I do believe it probably was somebody like that. But I don't believe it was like child of God, you know, God in heaven. Because there's no hell. Hell don't exist.
Yeah, because you learn that if we all are gods, then God exists. And we all come from so many different places, and our spirit comes from not even from this planet, from somewhere in this galaxy and other places around the universe. How do y'all subject us to just praying and, you know what I'm saying, living a normal life when we're not normal?
We just in a physical body.
Right, we're just a vessel, a spirit in a vessel.
And like in the Bible, it's like three spirits. We all are spirits. We all have souls.
Yeah.
You can't. A soul just don't die and that's it, because a soul and spirit is energy.
Yeah, I believe it's like some type of triangle or systematic, like, you know, levels to different types of spirits, like how you have deities and certain entities in a spirit, and you know what I'm saying, the lower realm and animals, because animals have spirits and stuff like that. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, this is how we have familiars, this is how we have reincarnation and stuff like that. All this stuff is in tune to energy, and I just feel like a lot more people would be a lot more happier, more healed, you know what I'm saying, if they look within and stop trying to look from up, you know what I'm saying?
Why the Bible don't encourage healing yourself, how to heal yourself? You know,
they think it's evil, when what's evil about healing yourself? Like, you keep waiting on some type of God to come here and save you and fix you.
Right.
Shit, you gonna be dead. That's gonna be a very long fucking time to do that, because it's a lot of people that do fucked up shit, kill people, do crazy ass shit, and claim God.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I believe as spiritual people, we are here on this planet to not be perfect, but to do the best we can every day, and to acknowledge those that passed on and the active that's still here. Like, we are all spirit. We are all connected together. Manifestation, the law of attraction, numbers. This is all connected together. Everything we see from TV, social media and stuff, what's put in front of our face is showing us we all live we're in a simulation. That's how you can achieve anything you want to achieve and receive anything you want to receive. If you actually talk to spirit, it's downloads. All this stuff is just transferred from different realms, passed through to our realm. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all together. Different dimensions, your dreams, that's real. You're just in a different dimension. And I just wish, like, from an early age that we were brought to learn about this stuff. Like, I don't know, because it's just created like so many, like, that's why the older generations like that, all fucking like ignorant and fucking only believe what they believe, and you know what I'm saying, stuck to their old ways, because they think that this new generation is, you know what I'm saying, like bringing us down, when it actually is bringing people up and really acknowledging their true power. That's why some people are not giving a fuck, you know what I'm saying, about keeping friendships and bonds with people and shit like that, because it's a generational curse. So many families trapped different, you know what I'm saying, kids and shit, and families where they're not happy. And they be wondering why they kill themselves or have depression and stuff like that, when, you know what I'm saying,
they can't be their true selves. They can't live their own life. Because why do we have to bow to all these rules and all these traditions and shit?
Yeah,
it's your life.
Stuck
You
to
should
these
be in
labels
control
and
of
stuff.
it. Right.
That's why the LGBT community is here, to really show everyone, you know what I'm saying, love is love, in that LGBTQ is not, oh, it's new, it's the norm. Y'all made it, fucking heteros and fucking cavemen and shit like that made it, you know what I'm saying, like we're so different.
Because they've been here. It's just y'all put fear in them.
Y'all put
they
fear.
Didn't want to come out and
what
show
the fucking Bible
self.
does. Just what the fucking Bible does. If that's the only way y'all get people to believe, and what they fucking believe on that book is through fear.
Brainwashed.
Spiritual people don't run around putting guns to people's head like, fucking hold these crystals, meditate. They don't do
it's
that.
All free
we come
will.
with peace and free will, and we come with, you know what I'm saying, it's all divine timing. Like, everything is, you know what I'm saying, not just pushed in your face, read this, look at this. When, you know what I'm saying, it's here if you want to, if you would like to, if you would like to have certain gifts to see into the future, have gifts to learn how to heal yourself, have gifts to see from what's already here. See through people. You know what I mean? But that has been my spiritual experience. You know what I'm saying, for myself. I have tapped into different gifts and stuff. I do have a story of how I tapped into my telepathic gifts, but I'm gonna save that for another video on my channel. Cause now I feel like I can speak on that situation more now. You know what I'm saying? With that fucking nigga. With my uncle's best friend. Weirdo ass. Pedophile ass. But I'm gonna have a video. I'm gonna put that video out soon one day. I'm gonna have that come for y'all. I tapped in my empath gifts, like just being around people in certain situations, and through meditation. And when I got my pharaoh on my very first tarot deck, I just tapped into my intuition, like just going off what I feel and know, and you know what I'm saying, what you know, because it's your third eye, it's your crown, all these things. You know what I'm saying? When you tap in, like I said, you can see through all this shit, and nobody can really stop you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to stop you. You're gonna attract a lot of negative people and people that's like, no, because certain people are put along your path to help you grow, not stuck in it. You know what I mean? That's why you go through certain relations with people, you know what I'm saying, unlocking certain information that you wouldn't have known if you didn't go through that. So, yeah, I just went through a fucking lot. A lot, y'all. You have anything else to say with your spiritual journey? I'm full, too.
I just started when I met him. Like, he introduced me to all this, like, you know, a new mindset, healing, growth. Because, like I said, I was in that church shit for a while. But, like, once I began, like, when I was 18, I was on my own. I wasn't going to church. And it's like, during that time, I did not mix it. Like, I liked the freedom. I didn't like, you know, having to get up on a Sunday, one day out of the week, just go worship some God. I was free. I was able to do what I did.
I met you with that little cross bracelet on and shit. I'm like,
oh yeah. I don't know, it was just a bracelet. I wasn't like, oh yeah, Christ, Jesus. I wasn't like that. It was just a bracelet. I forgot where I got it from, but
I was like, yeah, I need to get this nigga some aunts. Some aunts.
You still ain't
Nigga. You don't ask me.
You know.
And aunts have been my thing. Because my Egyptian ancestors.
Okay, an ankh is for everybody.
It's for everybody. Well, if it's meant for you.
Right. But, yeah, I'm just getting into my, you know, I've always been open-minded. And then, like, my intuition told me it was right. You know? I've always been into stuff like this. I want to learn more about, like, zodiacs and, like, the moon phases and, like, how that all affects you. Then I found out I got some spiritual gifts. I think I'm an empath too.
You think so?
Yeah. Because I can feel, like, a lot, like, I just don't tap into it as much. But I feel, like, a lot of energy around me.
I feel like you personally tap into, like, you seeing the future more, like your sister. I think you and your sister's gifts are very similar. Yeah, I think that you get visions more actively during the day, and I think that she gets them at night.
I feel like I just like I'm always like ahead. Like I'm always thinking of steps ahead.
Mm-hmm. Like I feel like you need to be connected more to the sun.
The sun.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Than the moon, because I feel like you're more of a daytime person, and you're more like when you're active and outside with Mother Nature and tapping into different elements. Like you are a water sign, but I feel like you are more.
Yeah, I like being out in, you know, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Because when it's at night, I like to act up. I'm like, when I'm a night person, I like to do fun stuff, like go out, party, drink, you know.
Well, I feel like you'd be tapped into both.
Yeah, you still got to be aware, but at night, I'm like more like water, loose, you know, ready. I go with the flow.
Cause at night I don't like to be around people like that. I like to be out
at night.
I don't mind being out, but I just don't like being like outside sometimes, like in public. When it, to me, I don't feel safe all the time, depending on where I am. But when I'm by myself, like if it's like downtown or at a park or something, I'm fine.
Yeah, but that's when
like,
you just gotta trust your intuition. Like your spirit guide is also gonna send you the messages, but okay,
yeah,
it's not like you need to leave or like it's dangerous.
But I just feel like I feel certain things around me where it's like I'm not supposed to be around here too long. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's your intuition, your third eye talking to you.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm safe everywhere I'm going. I'm protected. It's just like when I be somewhere out for a while by myself, and I just feel like, okay, get home.
Yeah, you know, tapping in with the crystals, meditation. I've had, I'm learning how to be a shaman. That's one of my ancestors is Native American. But I've learned I'm more than Native American, which was like, I mean, I know I had other, like, you know, everybody not specific to like one, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's connected in a way, but like, remember Billy told me, remember Billy told me? Billy? Yeah. Remember he told me like you have more than just shamanic gifts?
Yeah.
And it's like, we still need to get that DNA test so we know like exactly what we can tap into.
Yeah. So if y'all would like a part 2, you know what I'm saying, on our spirituality, you know what I'm saying, and our history and shit. Y'all want to see another mukbang and shit, let me know. Comment down below, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. But I need y'all to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, turn post notifications on. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back with another video. Like, don't cry, don't get feelings, you know what I'm saying? I got some, well, I think we added to this shit, right? You got tissue in the rocket? No?
Y'all
Yeah.
y'all
gotta get your own tissue. Y'all gotta stop with that crying, that baby shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Wipe your eyes, wipe your tears, you know what I'm saying? And we'll be back. Y'all know all y'all gotta do, like, just subscribe. It's really not that hard. Like, just subscribe, hit that button, hit the little thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? And turn your bell, like, hit that bell. And make sure it says all notifications. Because a lot of y'all bitches, y'all be having a little no field. Like, no. When it's not filled, you're gonna get some of my notifications. Not all of them. Turn that motherfucker until it's full. Drink it up. Like a Gatorade, how y'all be doing to y'all niggas and shit. Yeah. So, alright y'all. Bye.